In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, guys and gals, Critical here. Today I'm going to bring you a guide on Lost Epoch. Today I want to talk about levels, skills, and the passives grid. I got lucky today. I was able to actually speak to one of the team members for Lost Epoch. It was just a back and forth in the Discord, but I was able to get some questions answered. I told him I wanted to do this video and I really needed to get the facts. So my biggest question was, okay, I've leveled up. What does that mean? So, hey, I leveled up. Cool. What did I just get? Well, there's three main things that leveling up gets you. It unlocks new skills. It unlocks skill specialization slots. And probably the biggest thing it gets you is access and node points for the passive grid. And that's basically the game's equivalent to gaining stats on leveling up. Currently in the game, the max level is 100. That's right, boys and girls. It might only be a free demo, pre-alpha, but you can level all the way up to 100. Your skills can level all the way up to level 20. Along with gaining new skills at each level, you will also gain new skill specialization slots, maxing out at a total number of 5, the same number of skills you have on your hotbar. The intention being that every skill you use in your build will eventually be a specialized skill. The benefit of choosing specialized skills is that doing so unlocks its augment tree. This tree will not only make the skill more powerful, but also gives you the ability to customize it to fit your playstyle. You can turn a fireball into a devastating spread of rapid fire machine gun of homing fireballs, or even just increase the damage and the mana efficiency of the fireball if that's the way you want to play it. All by spending skill points in these trees. This is the power of specialization. Skill points are not gained when you level up, but when the skill levels up. As soon as the skill is specialized, it starts leveling as you play. Every point of experience you gain also goes into your specialized skills. The curve of skill level ups will be a touch slower compared to the player, maxing out at 20 rather than 100. Reaching level 20 in a skill will be nearly as impressive as reaching level 100, the maximum level currently in the game, on a character. But don't worry, with a gap of 20, players will have to choose wisely where they spend their skill points. You will be able to grab some very cool stuff in each tree, but you'll have to make some decisions along the way. You can easily despecialize your skills, but the skill that you replace it with will start at level 1. And if you ever choose to go and pick up that old skill that you got rid of, it'll also start at level 1, meaning that whenever you put a new skill into a specialization slot, you have to re-level it. This gives you the ability to drop this skill, let's say, and I want to specialize in static orb now, but I've lost all the experience I would have gained in that, and I have to start all over again. You can gain experience for your skills even if you are level 100. If you've maxed out, you still gain experience. There's no more levels to get up. You can't level up anymore, but you're still gaining experience, and that experience still applies to your skills. So you can become a level 100 mage, decide, you know what, I don't want to be a fire mage anymore, I want to be a lightning mage. Despecialize everything, respecialize into lightning spells only, go out and do whatever you want to do to earn experience, and you can level those skills back up again. It gives you the freedom, one of the best things about this game. Now this sounds kind of daunting, but the required XP to level works on a curve just like your character's level. If you drop a level 10 skill, the skill you replace it with will be level 8 rather quickly and will become even or almost completely catch up to the skills that you didn't touch over time. This only becomes dire when you're deep in the end game and you have level 20 skills. If you're that deep into progression, we want you to feel a certain attachment to your build. Changing it should be a decision you feel the effects for a little bit. Not like the rest of the tune's lifespan, but if you make a change, there's going to be a penalty. You're going to have to work to get yourself, back to your fighting self. What they don't want is you to be able to change your skills up just between each fight. So this fight, I know this boss is weak to fire, so I'm going to dump all my lightning spells and take fire spells. And then as soon as the boss fight's over, drop all those and take ice spells, because the next area, ice is powerful. They want there to be weight to your decisions. You have to pick what works best for the entire playthrough and not just for that one particular area. Now, you could, but you'd be spending a lot of time grinding out all those levels into that skill that you could put, just if you worked a little bit harder, took a chance here and there, you might be able to push on through to the other side. The system they're trying to implement is to both make it relatively painless to experiment with different skills as you level, while at the same time making your decisions feel like they have meaning later on in the game. I'm sure you've seen the passive grid by now. The passive grid has 4 lines stretching out from the 4 squares at the very center, this area right here. These are where the access points are spent. Each point spent in a particular access gives basic stat increases such as hit points, damage, resist, minion buffs, etc., etc. The exact stat each line gives you is themed on a broad playstyle or build type. You gain 1 access point to spend on these lines, these areas, every time you level up. This is their equivalent to stat increases on leveling up. So instead of just getting extra strength or extra intelligent every time you level up, you have to make other choices in your passive grid to customize your build, your character, your playstyle, kind of merge it all together and make it your own, which really intrigues me about this game. I don't think I've ever seen another game that does it, that is this complex of a system to allow you to customize your playstyle and your character, and this is only a pre-alpha. This is only a free demo. My God, what are they going to do when they actually have money and have time to actually get a real game put together? Not that this isn't. I love this game already, but damn me, they're doing so good with just a pre-alpha and a demo. I really can't wait to see what they do on the other side. Really can't. As you spend points in these access areas, the shape starts to extend from the center of the grid, the shape of which you can change by spending points on different lines. Once the shape you have created touches one of the nodes, you are now able to spend node points on them. Node points are gained every 5 levels, maxing out at 20 at max character level. We want to make these nodes impactful enough that trying to hit 100 so you can get your last node point feels exciting. With how both raw stats you gained from access lines and nodes that you were able to unlock between them are themed after different playstyles, shaping your grid will give you a very interesting way to shape your character. The shape on your grid may look very different than the shape of another player's. That is one of the awesome ideas this game gives you. You have the freedom to build the character that you want to build. You don't have to play meta, because you have the control to play whatever character you want. And if you like to have a lot of intelligence and a lot of health, you can go past 30 in access of wisdom and keep pumping that. If you pump most of your points into one of these areas, you'll reach nodes that are far away from the center, yet close to the line much faster. And that node will likely support a specialized playstyle. Compare that with going even On 2 lines, you reach the nodes further away from the center slower, but you will gain access to a wider variety of nodes, and you will gain access to the nodes that are far away from the line and far away from the center, which will contain very interesting effects. All the while gaining raw stats that are either as specialized as you want or as varied as you want, all depending on how you choose to shape your grid. Alright guys and gals, that's my time for today. This has been a guide for Last Epoch on leveling, skills, and the passive grid. Now, one thing you need to note, this is a game in early alpha. This is only a demo. Everything that I talked about today, everything that I was told by the team could change. So this isn't gospel, this is just how the demo is right now. If you have any questions, if there's something that you're on your mind, ask the dev team in their Discord. These devs are amazing. They are constantly on Discord, I think almost 24/7, and are always answering questions. I've been Critical. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. You have a nice day. Bye.